Welcome Cryptopians to Total Crypto Updates, bringing you another video for real deep dives into the crypto industry. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to help the progress of the channel and community. I can't promise to only speak about crypto, but I can promise everything will be overstood. Let's dive into today's very dense crypto update.
Let's talk Solana saga. Big news. Solana Mobile just pulled the plug on support for their first crypto phone, launched in April 2023. Here's the quick rundown. On October 20, 2025, they announced no more updates or security patches for the approximately 20,000 Saga phones out there. Last update was November 2024, Android 14, so devices still work but could get risky without new protections. Why? They're all in on the Seeker, their new, cheaper phone, half the Saga's $1,000 price, with better hardware and features like Seeker ID. It's got 150,000 plus pre-orders and started shipping in August 2025. The Saga initially flopped at launch, too niche, too pricey, but went crazy in late 2023 when airdrops, tokens, NFTs worth thousands, made it a hot commodity, selling out fast. Now, Solana's moving on. Saga owners can still use their phones, and crypto wallets transfer easily, but the 2-year support window's short compared to Apple or Google's 7 years. Moving on, crypto is hitting a major snag this year, with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and especially Solana taking hits instead of the usual gains. It's a stark contrast to the historical hype, where Bitcoin averages about 19.8% returns in October based on CoinGlass data. Right now, as of October 21, 2025, the market's in correction mode after a wild early month pump followed by a brutal crash around October 10, triggered by US-China trade war escalations and tightening global liquidity. Bitcoin's down 4% for the month, hovering around $108,400, nearly 12% off its $122,500 peak and barely above its 200-day moving average, while Ethereum slipped 5%. Solana and other altcoins are getting hammered with double-digit declines, per CoinGecko, as failed rallies, like a 5% Bitcoin spike on Tuesday that vanished in hours, keep sentiment cautious. On-chain metrics scream, not constructive, with a historic liquidation cascade still rippling through, leaving crypto lagging behind rebounding stocks like the S&P 500. Step by step, here's why it's unfolding this way. First, the early October frenzy saw Bitcoin rocket from $115,000 to a record $126,200 on buying hype. Then, boom, trade war fears sparked the October 10 sell-off, spilling over into fragile liquidity and investor shell shock. Experts like CryptoQuant's Julio Moreno flat out say October's cancelled for the moment, noting it takes time to reposition after such a hit, while SinFuture's Wenny Kai calls the swings unsurprising, amid clashing optimism on institutional adoption and pessimism from macro squeezes. Looking ahead, the vibes bleak short-term, more volatility's on deck until tariffs cool and the Fed's potential rate cut, post-quantitative tightening end, kicks in, but further dips could stress miners and exchanges. If you're in crypto, this feels like a shakeout. Alright, let's talk about Bells, the century-old US retailer, making waves by accepting crypto payments as of October 22, 2025, according to the block. This Florida-based chain, with over 660 stores like Bells Florida and Home-centric, now lets customers pay with over 99 cryptocurrencies from 300-plus digital wallets, thanks to a slick integration with Flexa, a blockchain payments platform. You just scan your wallet at checkout, and Flexa handles the conversion to fiat, so Bells gets dollars while you spend your Bitcoin or whatever. This move targets the 65 million Americans, 28% of adults, holding crypto in early 2025, tapping a growing market without the retailer dealing with crypto's volatility. Trevor Filter, Flex's co-founder, called it a bold step for a 110-year-old retail legacy, hinting this could push other traditional brands to follow suit. It's a big signal crypto's going mainstream. Imagine snagging discount flip-flops with Ethereum. If this catches on, expect more stores to jump in, but for now, Bells is leading the charge. And honestly, who wouldn't want to flex their crypto wallet while grabbing some beach gear? Now we have to buckle up for some DeFi fireworks. Aerodrome Finance, the powerhouse DEX dominating 55% of the market on Coinbase's base Layer 2 chain, just dropped Aero Launch and Aero Ignition on October 22, 2025, to supercharge permissionless token creation and liquidity like never before. Built by the Velodrome crew, these tools let anyone spin up a token and auto-create a liquidity pool on day one, routing trading fees straight to providers for sticky, sustainable depth, while Ignition tweaks market mechanics for fairer, more accessible debuts that amp up engagement and cut out gatekeepers. It's a big flex for BASE's high-speed, low-fee ecosystem, aiming to draw devs and projects into deeper DeFi waters amid AERO's current stats. Trading at 80 cents with a $720 million market cap, $48 million in 24-hour volume, but nursing a 26% dip over the last month from broader volatility, circulating supply at 902 million tokens. The Aerodrome team called it a significant advancement in permissionless token issuance and community-driven market mechanics, and the community's already buzzing with support, eyeing it as rocket fuel for innovative launches and long-term liquidity that could solidify Base as DeFi's go-to hub. Oh, and with Aero launch making token drops easier than a bad tweet, just remember, not every moonshot needs to end up as a crater. Launch wisely, or your grandma's cat meme might just fund the next vet emergency. Ethereum's gearing up for its next big evolution with the Fusaka hard fork, and the foundation just dropped a key tweak on October 22, 2025. A per-transaction gas limit cap via EIP 7825 to keep things smooth and secure as the network eyes parallel execution down the line. Fusaka, slated for mainnet launch in December after testing on Holeski and Sepolia, where the cap's already live, sets a hard ceiling of 16.78 million gas per transaction, way below the current 45 million block limit that lets one massive TX hog everything, aiming to fend off DOS attacks and pave the way for faster, simultaneous processing under EIP 7928's block-level access lists. It's mostly a dev-focused shift, nudging folks to rethink batching in contracts or scripts without much hassle for everyday users, as EF researcher Tony Varstatter urged on X. Test on Sepolia, check your signatures and tooling. This enforces predictable sizes for higher throughput and safer scaling. Amid ETH's sideways grind, down 12% monthly but up 48% yearly post-October 10 crash, this feels like Ethereum quietly fortifying its fortress for the scalability wars ahead. And hey, with that gas cap, at least no one's transaction will ever throw a bigger party than the whole block, because who needs a solo gas guzzler when parallel processing is about to turn Ethereum into a multitasking beast? Now we move on to the blockchain infrastructure startup Sign, which just scored a hefty $25.5 million in strategic funding on October 22, 2025, led by YZI Labs with backing from IDG Capital. This comes hot on the heels of an earlier $16 million infusion from YZI earlier this year, fueling their mission to build sovereign blockchain networks and digital identity solutions that bridge nations, especially in Asia and the Middle East. Focused on empowering public sector integration and decentralized IDs, Sign's using the cash to supercharge its tech team, forge key partnerships, and roll out blockchain services aimed at reaching 50 million users in the first year, all while crafting a global protocol for tech-driven international connectivity. CEO Xin Yan nailed it in a quote. While blockchain and sovereign nations may hold different ideological foundations, they can in fact benefit greatly from each other. The buzz is already rippling through the market. Their Sign token spiked to 4 cents, up 6.94% in 24 hours as of late October 21, with trading volume hitting $148.49 million and a $58.43 million market cap, underscoring investor hype for sovereign tech amid rising demand for secure, nation-level blockchain tools that could reshape digital sovereignty. And hey, with Sign connecting countries via blockchain, just imagine the next UN meeting. Less arguing over resolutions, more arguing over gas fees. Who knew sovereignty could be this gassy? On the other hand, in a candid chat with CoinDesk that's lighting up the crypto scene as of October 22, 2025, Eric Trump, son of President Donald Trump and co-founder of the Nasdaq-listed Bitcoin mining firm American Bitcoin, ABTC, spilled the beans on his bromance with MicroStrategy, MSTR, co-founder Michael Saylor, revealing how the Bitcoin evangelist once urged him to straight-up mortgage the Trump family's iconic Mar-a-Lago resort in Florida to go all in on BTC. Eric, who's riding the family wave into crypto with his dad's pro-Bitcoin policies, quoted Saylor dead seriously saying something along the lines of, "Sell your liver and kidney and buy Bitcoin," underscoring Saylor's unyielding conviction that BTC is the ultimate store of value that trumps even prime real estate. Eric doubled down on the hype, contrasting crypto's instant, borderless liquidity, movable 24/7 worldwide without meddling from bad mayors, like potential socialist NYC contender Zoran Mamdani, with the headaches of illiquid assets like Trump Tower, which you can't just pack up and ship if politics sour. It's a vivid snapshot of institutional crypto adoption accelerating through high-profile players, blending Trump family flair with Saylor's maximalist zeal, and it could fuel more buzz around Bitcoin's role in hedging against traditional market woes amid ongoing volatility. And hey, if Saylor's pitching organ sales for BTC, just imagine the family dinner, pass the potatoes, and your spleen, Bitcoin's calling. Thank you for watching. There will be more videos on the crypto world. We try to buff out the FUD and keep everyone's attention on development and important events in the crypto world. The tech is amazing and understanding it can take you a long way.